it's fine.
Okay, go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Asia. Congrats on the win and capturing the 2 seed. Wanted to ask you, I asked Becky just about the vision that you guys had in the beginning of the season and how much do you feel like it came to fruition, especially with you guys on this win streak and coming at the right time where everybody seems to be clicking?
Yeah, I mean, our vision was always going to keep the main thing, which was just playing our basketball at the right time. And did it look like the way we thought it should look like? No. But I feel like that's everything in life. Sometimes we have these schedules and times and goals already set and when we think we should meet them. But sometimes that's not in our control. Sometimes we just kind of let God do his work. And I think you see that today within us. And it takes time. I wish it could happen overnight, but I think we went through and we are going through exactly what needs to be done for us to be the aces that everyone knows and loves. So it has come into fruition, but we still have some work to do. But I'm definitely very pleased about how we overcame adversity, handled adversity, and also how we ended the regular season.
Hey Asia, BJ Matthews from the Peach Basket. Obviously it's no secret how accomplished you are in the league. What keeps you motivated to continuously just stay on top? Like, what do you tell yourself to never get complacent, never get satisfied, just always be like the leader that you are and the player that you are?
Yeah, I mean, I just love what I do. I love what I do, and I'm very passionate with what I do. And so every single time I step foot on the court, I don't take a moment for granted. I'm always so happy just to play the game, even on my bad days. I'm just happy that I get to bring joy to somebody out there in the arena, and that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me being who I am. And then my teammates allow me to be me. They allow me to be the goofy girl. They allow me to lead them. They allow me just to be my true self, so I can ask that of them. So it's been tons of fun. Just throughout my career in the W, it's just been fun of just doing it our way, carving our own little space in this league from the time I got drafted leading up to now. So it's been a joy just playing alongside these phenomenal women that I love coming into work every single day.
We'll go to Callie on Zoom. Callie.
22 three-pointers tonight set a league record for regular season three-pointers in a game, but the Aces also hold the record for just overall three-pointers in the game. You guys had 23 in the playoffs in 2022. I'm just wondering if this kind of feels familiar, like on the court, you're seeing all those three-pointers go in. Does it kind of remind you of that 2022?
No, not really. I think if anything, it just reminds me of how we practice. I feel like sometimes our practices look like this, like we're just clicking on all cylinders and we're feeling good. So I think it just feels great just to now see it in game and now it's working for us. But it doesn't really feel too similar because it's just a completely different team, a completely different vibe. But I think it's more so of like it looks familiar because we actually work on these type of things.
And then also just wanted to ask you about the first round matchup that now been set. You guys just did in the Storm again, and that's probably not a super way, but just your thoughts on that matchup and how the team's going to hit.
It's going to be a good one. It really is. I think this is probably going to be one of the best playoffs we probably would see in the W because everyone is just playing really well at the right time. But we got to buckle in, obviously, on our matchups and our assignments, and we'll go back and look at it, look at past games and see what worked, see what didn't, and then go out there and just play the Aces basketball that we've been playing and just kind of let the ball find who needs to be shooting it at the right time and at the right space. So we're going to go back, enjoy this little win, but we got work to do come Sunday.
All right, last couple. We'll go Willie and then Michael then. Willie.
To piggyback on that, I'm curious about your experience from like the bubble year to the final year of the build, the championship years last year. What you've learned that once the season's over, throw the teams out. It's a tricky first round. It can be dangerous. It's a fresh slate for everybody. Even as hot as the Aces are right now, the hottest team in the league. Your experience and what you've learned over the years, lessons learned in terms of it can be dangerous no matter what team you are.
The biggest thing is just taking it possession by possession and just understanding that it's going to look completely different than when like the teams are going to look completely different. So you can't really bank too much on what last happened or how it happened. You got to take it possession by possession and understand that. Got to understand how to sustain
Yeah, thank you. This is like actually a fun question right off. Is that a shirt of Coach Staley you've had for a while? What's it to do?
This is actually her hoodie it's on her back. It's for her book. And I received this, and it is Coach Staley. She looks very bad, like a bad kid. Look at her hair. Oh my God. But the bows are so cute, but she needs to work on her smile. But yeah, this is the little Coach Staley. Look at her. She's so
I wondered about two things. Cheyenne, just how that helps going forward. Obviously, she's getting her legs in her, but she's already been able to contribute. How do you think that'll help in the playoffs? And then if you talk about, I think it's 35 assists, not 38 baskets, and just how well it shows your offense.
I mean, it speaks volumes as to how our offense is running. Obviously, we love to keep the ball popping, and that's something that Becky harps on a lot. And it's something that we probably struggled with in the first half of the season was just ball movement, player movement, because I feel like we are so talented across the board that we loved our matchups, and we felt like we could kind of pick the game apart. But sometimes the game is going to tell you something different. So I'm glad that we're now listening to the game and letting the ball find who it needs to find. And then when it comes to Cheyenne, I think she's going to be a key opponent for us. And I love just her work ethic. She's just a dog. I mean, obviously what she's done just as a mother is phenomenal. But when you think of someone that has just put the work in, just when the light's not always shining, she's in the gym, she's grinding, like it's amazing. I already know that's going to pay off. So I think she's going to be a key player for us in this playoff push that we're gonna make. But it's a joy to be her teammate. Honestly, I beam so much when I see her play because when you're talking about just a phenomenal woman and what a woman can do, I mean, you're looking at one running up and down a court. So just hats off to her. I know she wants to get her legs underneath her. I know she really wants this to come fast. But I think the best way she could do that is just getting game reps, and you're seeing it now.
All right. Thank you, Wade.
Yep.
Callie.
Becky Hammond mentioned that now is really when the fun begins, like playoffs, but it looked like you guys were having a good time out there on the court. I'm just wondering if you could describe the emotion of ending the regular season on such a high note, considering how far the team's come.
Yeah, we were playing with a lot of fun tonight. But yeah, like she said, the real work starts now. The fun starts now, and we've kind of been playing the way that we wanted to play now. This second half of the season, just kind of flowing, playing at the pace that we want to play at, executing our defensive schemes, playing with a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
Vopal, Michael.
Yeah, Jackie, there's been 3 times when WNBA teammates have both had at least 10 assists in a game. Chelsea Gray has actually been part of all 3 of them, and you were part of one tonight. You actually assisted her tonight, but I wonder if you could talk about the ball movement tonight and just playing alongside her and what you guys are able to do sometimes, especially getting a stat.
Well, I see Chelsea almost had a triple-double with steals. That would have been crazy. But yeah, no, it's cool, just being able to play with her. Obviously she's the point guard, and this team kind of, runs through her. Obviously this is Asia's team, but Chelsea's our point guard, and she's the one that gets us into our actions. And so, yeah, it's cool to be, on her side of things, and just being able to get some assists, my assists are never going to be flashy like hers. I just try to get it there, on time, on target. But it's fun playing with somebody that has eyes in the back of their head and can just always make a pass at whatever angle and get it to you there so that you can score it. And so, yeah, it's just been really fun just being able to play with her these past few years and just trying to, steal a few things from her bag.
Did you, I know you guys knew you could get this together. Somebody would have told you that in July. 16 in a row, would you have thought that was possible? Or how does it feel to be part of a streak that's getting up to pretty historic proportions?
Yeah, I think it just shows, like resilience and just sticking together, staying together, and trusting the process. It's kind of like a new team, a new bench, and so it just took us a little bit of time to start flowing and playing together. Just kind of figuring out each other, building that chemistry, and so we were finally able to kind of do that after All-Star break. And I think everybody just bought into the process of what it takes to win. And I think everybody is playing. Super unselfish, and that's why we're winning games. We're able to execute our defensive schemes, play the right way on offense. Coach talks a lot about good to great, and we've been doing that. You might have a good shot, you swing it one more, have your teammate might have a great shot, and so I think just playing together, having fun, playing with a lot of energy, and playing at the pace that we want to play at.
Last question, Willie. We got to catch a buzz. So last question. I'm so sorry, Willie.
Yeah, real quick. Just I know as well as the team is playing, the slate's clean now. It's the playoffs. Everybody's covered for everybody. If you just comment on Seattle and how dangerous, that team can be, and how y'all have to stay focused regardless of the win streak. This is now the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you said it. It's playoffs. They're a great team. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens on Sunday. But at the same time, we just have to focus on ourselves and stick to playing good Aces basketball. Yeah, obviously it's a MVP hat. I don't know what angle this camera's at, but yeah. And then here we go. And it says 22 with Asia on it. I would take it off, but my hair is probably messy. And then it has like Asia's pictures on the inside. But obviously, I support my girl. And I think she's proved to everyone why she should be MVP. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you.